Amanumbu onya abanokoti no boman yanka sanso Ghana fo no so yaka ho bi nti aban beye na famede ba waso ye Ghana nya oda waso ye wa famede nti aban ye na famede na se aban ne de no ye so ya da ka ho asema so wo so de no ya oda so ye nti tuma ka ho asema chiro because when the currency was depreciating no ye na ye try ye kada aban da ye no ye na ho chira aba na o ma ho chiro ko nti na ye tutu nzama mu sa de so wa aba foma awoso atanaza awoso kofa ade ne fi baby ba sebe imported at the bayu. Don't stick to your old price. You to bring it down because once someone's running Ghana for you na your money into your car bana or yamana.
Yes, sorry. Dokunda so 10 Ghana, 7 Ghana, mo atreba kona 10 Ghana, go say that so nam 3 Ghana. Just a name border so ya den. Spare parts ni border so ya den. Cars ya import to the bay. Still na cars border so nam 15,000 friends say MC 15,000 na itomotumbo.
Why are we clapping and jumping as if GoBot is doing something nobody has ever seen? That is not supported by the data, and this has been my problem.
Dr. Domfeh said, Domfeh has never acknowledged that when Euphoria time cooking, they said they will turn this economy in 18 months. I want to ask you, Domfeh, before COVID came, well, did you see any poultry farm like now we have in Kukon Kitikiti? Did you see any massive transformation, build up of poultry farm? Right?
If Ghana today had collapsed, if the economy had collapsed today, would we have said that it was the previous administration? Would have the current administration would have taken the blame. And so, if things are going on right, and I want to say that no, there is nothing that you are doing. I don't think that it is right as an academic.
I don't think I can stand here for this. I think it is too much. I have tried to remain very calm. You know, he's attacked. I mean, when it comes to credibility, my prof is not more credible than me.
Dr. Domfeh.
No, I think that you made reference to me and you are hitting me.
So, Dr. Domfeh, I think you would do the program a lot of good if you let me finish. I think you have yours.
I would.
The finance minister, Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson, after say one force any 2026 budget yabano, MPP for them say ometrim, and I only say you. Move them the end, Miss Metrim. Miss Miguel, me tell you Ghana phone say, says here no jadam, no settings. What they buy, you be facing your chat me at the team floor. Now why I didn't talk a Cassiel Professor and a doctor, our TV3, yay! And penny for could go down. Nim the four academia so blush sorry to toe yeah. The Cassiel Ato Forson budget bebeni e dey talk Cassiel e dey jatuntum e jakoko e jasihie kasedie to what e dey babesi na wey ama NDC for say aya ya wini fight na kura say go studio no so ya say wini budget na kan na Ghana for obia say ye enti finance minister say hey sika na ye die no MPP time no ana ma Ghana nkoso o say ye die o mo say o munnim die ye nya hwe 10 months die nkwa na ye o say die ye ne say sika die basa no ye twaso simple and short why a naked truth our Oldboga trends e di no eda so e ba ko pe Maxi Billian for comment no to comment section na say we are subscribe like it na share mo unua so enya bi ehwe finance minister Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson na all force here wa force here na or the 2026 budget aba na 2026 budget na o dey buy no according to MP baako a ye frɛ no Honorable Gloria Owusu oye MP edima Trouble constituency my minister, I'm a member of parliament and a businesswoman. It is not true that the government has removed the COVID-19 levy.
True, so more you COVID levy if you and me a member of parliament, but me say a businesswoman. Mature duty, I make me the duty natural. COVID levy that's so ho. Say minister and say we year for minimum say be from tomorrow going a very reflected there. But as we speak, I Gina Hayes here there. Obia we you nyoma wo ports no obia or den the nyoma for the various body nyina. And him say levy no e ade a e da so ho aye nyi free ho.
Okay. Honorable. COVID-19 levy ya kan yesi ya abolish. Na budget afekra na ya present. Afe na parliamentarians court na se debate. Na ye debate we ye tum eni hu sika say the code department. Ya na so November 2025. A budget for 2026. Ye debate yi kwa parliament. Ho a say abolish ye say And the parties on parliamentarian no onim onyawe say ye debate ye nti ono say parliamentarian no onyawe ade am parliamentary businesswoman enti unim say wodwuma as parliamentarian no time so ye discuss wie na fe ye free mu then you can question power pray according to MPP for ni so say the NDC and the Don Dramani Mahama administration ye empa no maye mon kan kire no say Baumia kan ni mre bi say the NDC have done nothing to improve the city. The measures put in place by the MPP and they be 2 years kama. Ama NDC for it was because they cannot talk about one single policies are modiaba. And John Dramani Mama Gazi share the other way effective leadership. Now they say leader mu pika, leader mu pito, leader mu pan wine, leader mu martini, leader mu a friend is a whiskey. Leadership come correct leadership. Leadership will be to be feeling wine, papa, Italian wine. And I'm on for enjoying Timun Kamanuntum. Now you are Stephen Amos sticker. I never could Kennedy Japan. Eti. I say, hey. Ato Forson ni NDC for nya hwe omon force hwe. Na dey pa no ma yedia economy na dusa. Ana Ato Forson say ka budget ya kan we dada ana dey be for maso edin sa. O say mo say yenye hwe na mo dey be ka kire mo. Mo education kitu bi. First of all, the IN say he identifies na Ghana. The MPP for no mo ye dey say omunim yen abolish COVID-19 tax. Yenye anything extraordinary in 10 months yenye hwe no. Ye momati asese ye bae no na krono na no mo bono ya make sure say ye nkromfo no omo mo krono yen ya pointisi de krono ye mmobi ye mpebi enti sase kana na mu wi enti anas Ghana de bia ye beko efutuom na zero otena ne de ko 1000 asabe shim beko na zero one na di ye hu sa ne onjendi Sunday special ana woni Ghana ya account mu akwakoye ana mu che na mudi also omo NDC for buy no don the money mama make sure say obi a be declare the asset obi a be follow code of conduct into untimi nye rough and omo make sure say omo spend wisely na ade anka 1000 Ghana na 2000 na koto ade 50 Ghana na 2000 da kwakoto.
I have always said that Ghana's problem is waste. See, we waste money too much. There's too much waste in the system, and if we are able to cut the waste, this country will progress.
But how come that these fictitious claims, duplicate, recycled IPCs, inflated invoices, falsified stores receipt, all of this, the system in the Controller and Accountant General Department, anyway,
you cannot blame the controller. Controller is. Who should I blame? You can't blame. I think it starts from somewhere. For example, if an IPC has been issued, the IPC wasn't issued, for example, by the Bank of Ghana, for example, by the controller or by the Ministry of Finance. It was generated by a ministry, department, or agency.
Which is still...
And then going through the process, so they sign and bring it and charge it against their budget and bring it to the Ministry of Finance.
So it's a systemic collusion.
Exactly. And also, I think there's a lot wrong with our PFM architecture, public financial management architecture of this country. the situation is that today, government of Ghana is at the mercy of a contractor to be able to ascertain how much the state owes to ex-contractor. This is wrong.
Ozisa niema na yakeka bom na ana ya na ne MPP for na omo Ghana economy egu eno na NDC ba ya o ma ratify o ma solve this problem no. Now Cassiel Ato Forson as I the said governance goes beyond elected officials. It requires collective participation.
Dollar started no city no lay na dollar local foreman. Some felt the or a 9-day wonder until they held back into one prices. Now that there's evidence that dollar no wakufum no wage na city no wage na nandun, I think people will adjust naturally. It takes a bit of time to build confidence, and namakan nyimpa no so wo hedge kakra okofa ade na ba sade ma menhwe kakra o mentom dem price na mekwato do na sade na anyi ye a o da asem baba or your mindset, and I can understand them. It is for us also to continue the effort I put in place to assure them that at least regime na waban one share no ojina ho into butumai them. I'm sure those listening to us damatuma ka kire ho nan de amanumbu onya abanokoti no boman yanka sanso Ghana fo no so yaka ho bi nti aban beye na famede ba waso ya Ghana nya oda waso ya wa famede nti aban ya na famede na se aban ne de no ye no so ya be ka ho asema so wo so de no ya oda wo so ye nti to ka ho asema kiro, because when the currency was depreciating no ye na ye try ya kada aban da wo ye no ye na ho kire aba na o ma ho kire ko nti na ye tutu nzama mu sadin so wa abafuma also atonada also kofa ade ne fi be ba sebe imported at the bayu. Don't stick to your old price. You to bring it down, because once when you Ghana for you na your money into your carbon abana or yamana. On your sebe when I said the what to Abama on another war parliament and could say another Amampina what to Abama and another way you name ministers and could say it's all of us or a collective. Into Moko market and no quorum. The market women themselves will confess that what it's Zamado. And you can call the market women. They were the one telling us. And I agree that some other places there's some more work to be done. I will continue my engagement. I can't force them, but I can continue investment and apply moral switching. And I maybe where Ghana FI, the way the stability has come to stay, they will bring the prices. One of them said to me some time ago, I may share a crowd in Commerce, Honorable Nokwani de, Yena Yeju to me de, Sisia, and Zama Ayafu. Number Inkani, a book how to do until Moma, so Kalkana Sana. Until they are even more to cow, but in payment, I think that. And clearly, inflation numbers are reflecting. Inflation numbers are reflecting. Food and non-food inflation is coming down fast. We began the year with inflation at 23%. Today we're at 8%. I believe we'll end the year around 6.5. That is where I am projecting, looking at where we are going. And if we're able to do 6.5, next year I'm projecting inflation to be 8 plus or minus 2. So it means inflation can go as low as 6 next year. That is my focus, and I'll work and I'll make sure that we'll get there. I'll put policies in place to anchor the currency, and I'll make sure, working with the central bank, we'll build enough reserves to be able to defend the currency. And in all of this, fiscal discipline is the answer. The idea you be answer, you be na you to me a protect our ban, my ban with 200 shesha papa to that ba.
Indeed, the panic catching say, hey, they be our politicians, the diatema, na your bokro no bokro. I send the yampa, but I buy anyway. Said the strong man can't answer no. I buy enemy and a war. Government of the people, for the people, and to the people, right? And the ayaduma ayenina. Ye kabuma na ya ben ane ye. Ose mama Ghana for mu na mo nsore waka. Na enye fine. Say onyonko unim say ade ya wuto with the dollar ane eto. Enti wo paja buom because dollar kwasoro. Dollar aba from. Still no way ade na da so ho. Ose we the enti okasa asemi omo a omo say see the no I stabilize. Come and the full above from come we could see positive air. And now we can breathe it. But when we go to the market, when we go to the final place for your product, your friends to buy, yes, sorry. Don't come down to 10 Ghana, 7 Ghana, more at Rebacona 10 Ghana, and go say that soon 3 Ghana. Just a name of board as we are dang. Spare pass in the board as we are dang. Cars here import to the bay. Still now cars board as soon 15,000 friends say MC 15,000 and they tumbo 150,000, 120,000, 180,000 outside them. I say ya nyebia moa Ghana buy intimi meye we emfa ma wo. Onsa meti do kono boso ma wana. De ebeboa ma wo wadu an no betima to anya mfa so no. Wa mani na so atete e de ma wo. Still o to anya mfa so boom aden. O say eno so ye hwe yi. Enti apart from MPP for omodui na ode ma o say look. Mo ana mo mismanage the economy ye buy no ye ni. Sika mo di ye no ye si ye ni. Ana sika bia mo di ko baby National Cathedral na mo ko makoto sika to agu. Mo ye ankoye ye bisa ana ye nye bisa. Na mo Ghana for so mo moa. Se da bia economy na mo se mo enjoy na ye can on paper so ye mo de no. It will reflect in Ghanaians pocket. Ato Forson in same way we na mse. And the young already end this new MPP for communicators na can. Now when our TV3 and a lawyer Martin Pebu now operation cover all to committee no. Now kind of 6 members member group no. Now when our partner started say or try and press MPP for and I guess way hey young man Ato Forson all force with the way we must stabilize man Ghana for us you say we miracle because we had economic desire economic risk edia kese tight like kese mo de ma papa ni na achi ankosi aga ankosi yo na Ato Forson aba no force na ne Ghana your current economical state in India inflation down to a single digit and business investors omu confidence level skyrocketing and was so investors are now tripping in their numbers into Ghana and the GDP MPP going to mean trade or buy NDC or mutua manefro contractors are muye duma fenchim and your mom this can become who and then you contractors no fenchim for no your trade banker among crack and so mon certify yes I into musuka omusugu so omuso de omode eba also we nan fantastic but bomia ye bona baso anti way surpass bomia say about 2028 obeka den and I say Ghana for say yeah and the NDC it was one.
Dr. Domfeh said Domfeh has never acknowledged that when Euphoria time cocaine, they said they will turn this economy in 18 months. I want to ask you, Domfeh, before COVID came, well, did you see any poultry farm like now we have in Kukon Kitinkiti? Did you see any massive transformation, build up of poultry farm? Right?
You are on your substantive point now.
I've engaged Domfeh privately. He's never been able to answer this question. You keep doubting that by 2019 we're doing. Domfeh, my only question.
This is your substantive comment you are making.
Sorry?
So it's your substantive comment you are making. So because you've gone beyond the 1 minute, because you are asking questions. So
yes.
You finish it.
Yes.
Because I will come back to you again.
In all your economic analysis, listen, you are a book doctor, fine, in economics, all that, development economics. But we, thank you. He who fails it knows it. You've done all this analysis, but you've never been able to answer. When your people were coming, they said they would change this Gadgetsburg economy within 18 months.
Whose people?
MPP, you were supporting them, you were a cheerleader. I heard you on
Okay.
Yes, so my question for you is that
no. Dr. Domfeh.
For NDC when they were in position.
Okay. Dr. Domfeh.
Just call her me. I'm interested in.
Gentlemen. Dr. Domfeh.
I'm not a card.
Dr. Domfeh.
It's not card. It's not a card.
Hold on.
You speak all the time for NDC.
Dr. Domfeh.
And you are very I don't want him to bring my name into this. Don't do that.
Dr. Domfeh.
What I want you to answer is
yes. So please.
What I want you to answer, Dr. Domfeh, is that by the time COVID hit, MPP had more than 36 months. How did they transform the economy? Because look, the mandate was that come and transform the economy. You were going to improve agriculture in such a way that will stop the rice importation, poultry, chicken. What is rocket science about that? You had over 36 months. You couldn't do this. So me, every time you come and analyze, as long as that matter has not been resolved, there's nothing I understand from what you're saying. It's simple. We have so much arable land in Ghana here. So much, right? The rivers are here. Do fishing, do poultry, do rice farming, tomatoes. We import tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Even water, we import water. Last year, didn't we import water valued over $11 million? How? So that's a simple question. So don't come with the high-sounding, falutin words about primary balances. The mandate was that you were supposed to change the Gettysburg economy. So by the 8 years that MPP was living, did you change that Gettysburg economy? Okay. That's all.
Right. Wait. Oye na no go see na Dr. George Domfeh, economist. Ana o say na bibia ya na mo ya abu bibia na mo ya abu mun kan no kre. The recent economic gains, solely to the gold board program, the state is that it is too early and that we will be deceiving ourselves to ignore the existing positive performance.
Yeah, my verdict, but before I come to declare my verdict on the budget, let me quickly respond to my friend, Senor Hosi. I don't think I agree with him. If you, I was just sharing with Prof. Bokman about the numbers.
You have 5 minutes.
The gold. Gold, if you look at the figures from Bank of Ghana recently, the last 10 years, gold inflows, merchandise gold and inflows never hit 7 billion until 2003, when we hit 7.6 billion for the first time. 2024, it jumped to 11.6 billion. We've never seen anything like that. 2024, there was no gold board. So sometimes attribution, we have to be very careful when we are talking as if everything happening is because of the gold board. Indeed, at the beginning of the year, when it was PMMC and it wasn't gold board, the inflows through PMMC was 506 million. This increased to, it increased to 897 million, almost 900 in April. And gold board started its operation in May. And so if now we have moved from almost 900 to 1.1 billion, and you think that gold board is doing so much, then we are deceiving ourselves. Because it was already doing, the increase was already there when it was, PMMC. Let us set the record straight. This is where I have a problem. Things are going well.
Are you saying that the creation and intervention of gold board hasn't made any significant impact?
No. Gold board is fantastic. I like the idea behind it. But it's too early to push to them almost everything that is happening, because as I said, and the figures are here. From Bank of Ghana, gold, the last 10 years, the merchandise gold and inflows never went anywhere closer to 7 billion, but 2023 it hit 7.6 billion. 2024 it moved on to 11.4 billion. Look at the jump. There was no gold board at the time. And if you look at even this year, when it was PMMC, and the data is here, 506 million January. By April, it was 897 million. So it was already increasing before gold board came. And if gold board came, and by September, it has moved to 1.1 billion, 2 million increase. Why are we clapping and jumping as if gold board is doing something nobody has ever seen? That is not supported by the data. And this has been my problem.
And a gold board. Gold board no say about a bay. Gold board no say April mu na mote no. Na gold board no bad bay a gold board no. Everything must say the entire Ghana. Your economy am see their perform currency. Bibi agina. I say no. Mu ye mistake. Mu dada mo ho. France Cassiel pa. The existing performance in Dr. Mahmoud Alaji Bahumia. And I didn't know about it. Enti mu fancy bia. Aya mo mfa kakra emfa nto na mfa nkoma papa no. Now why ana professor and Dr. George Domfeh ana kasa MPP communicator. Owe na Professor Gyampo esusu ekasa say bay. O si de bay. NDC fo ba yi. Se nko mo ba yi no. Doom so start here na mo say enche Ghana ni na be call off. Hono na Ghana for say ye mahama ba doom so bio. O say meanwhile na a previous administration, the MPP administration, which Dr. Mahmoud Nado was part. Omna the president, the vice president. Omna lead the affairs no. Emma ye energy sector basa contract bonny almost inside any some judgment depth ye twetwa o say ga sa di mbore so gere me wo mama but oba no fix it and you know one can one abaso your mama o blame ni by man even though the problem was caused by the MPP nti adenti na ene say NDC aba city stabilize above mo bedu a number na obi fi say ntimi medu da na ya say ba na nkranka city no and am 30 Ghana na say ene sa we ni na ti Messi fancy na e ba na mo say yenkoche mawan no they be that empire no e bi si da we ni na no yemfa sa fancy we emfa ma Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson on John Dramani Mahama.
There may be challenges here and there, but I think so far Ato is doing well. I heard my brother talking about attribution and the way we have to be cautious about how we attribute. Sure. Look, as I believe that, look, if people did things well, they must be commended. If people did things right, they must be commended. And if we are celebrating today, and there is a reason for us to look into yesterday, to also see that, well, it did not happen only, from the moon, but it has some antecedent. It's important we do it. But the point is that to also sound like nothing that, all the things that are happening today are as a result of things that happened in the past, creates an impression that then we could have gotten here even if we were on autopilot. Governance was on autopilot, which is an unfair analysis of the situation. See, within 2-3 days or 1 week in his administration, the whole nation was faced with an imminent power shutdown. The whole Ghana was going to be switched off. And when that was about to happen, people started blaming President Mahama, who had been just about 1 month in office, that you've come and then there's going to be doom so. But this was something that a previous regime didn't do. Okay? So we're going to blame it on him. But he stood up and said that I'm assuring you we'll do what we have to do to keep Ghana switched on. So my point is that if Ghana today had collapsed, if the economy had collapsed today, would we have said that it was the previous administration? Would have the current administration would have taken the blame. And so if things are going on right, and I want to say that no, there's nothing that you are doing, I don't think that it is right. As an academic, when I'm given a dossier to assess for people's promotion, I look at what is right about it, what is commendable about it, what is significant about it, and what the contributions of those dossiers would be to the scholarly enterprise. When I do that, then I will also go on to talk about the challenges or problems, and then I will draw my conclusion. So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis from an angle of refusing to give credit when there is due, when it is, we have to give credit, and then always say, no, you have not done anything. If Ghana had been on autopilot, wouldn't have been where we are. There are things that clearly the government is doing well, and regardless of your partisan political persuasion, if it will not hurt. I mean, I think that we gain a lot of respectability and credibility when we're able to say that this is right, but this is wrong. I don't have to be MPP to say that.
I don't think I can stand here for this. I think it is too much. I have tried to remain very calm. He's attacked. I mean, when it comes to credibility, my Prof is not more credible than me.
Dr. Domfeh. No, I say that
you made reference to me, and you are hitting me.
So, Dr. Domfeh, I think you would do the program a lot of good if you let me finish. I think you have your. Be fair to those who are viewing it. Watching this. Be fair to them.
When you round up.
All right. So, Alfred, let me make the point that I think that the program, as has been run over the years, has been a program. It's been a decent platform. Okay, there were so many things that he said. In fact, I'm not really making a personal attack on you. If I have to clarify,
that's why
please.
You don't do that.
So I am here and I'm saying that I'm not making a personal attack. No. See, please.
Do that to a colleague.
So, Dr. Domfeh, I do not fear if I have to attack you personally. No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying I'm not attacking your person.
I don't think.
Okay, but the point is that you see when you
respect the moderator. I beg. Tone down.
So
we are academics. Tone down.
I don't think it will serve going on this.
No, I'm just trying to make the point that when we are disagreeing with each other and we are making our points, I mean, we have to be civil enough in waiting for each other to finish. No, I'm calm. But I'm just trying to say that. So when credit is due, we must give. And when we have to criticize, we must criticize. But to always say that, no, you have not done anything. No, you cannot attribute this to. I mean, I think it's unfair. And it's important that I put it on record.
Okay. And you had the opportunity to do You had the opportunity to do right fast. Did you do that? Well, like a foolish lady. You didn't prepare for the...
Your microphone is off.
And so, I'll forgive you.
Gentlemen,
I'll forgive you because maybe you don't have full understanding of the
Make your point. Make your point. If you keep saying this, you keep inviting him.
He has to withdraw that.
Hold on.
I challenge you that you don't understand the economy. You wouldn't be saying this.
I don't think
so let me say.
You continue. No, I'm not stopping you. You continue. Doc, you continue. You continue. Let me just say this.
Our economy has been vulnerable.
And that's the point we are making. So we brought you in to transform it. You are not getting the argument.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You continue. I want you to end your point.
Yeah, so my
specifically,
point is that
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Somebody
Dr. Domfeh.
When you were the youth president, look at what you did.
Dr. Domfeh.
Look at what you did. You were so political.
You are not listening to me. Thank you very much. Gentlemen,
you are not.
Thank you. You are not listening to me. Thank you very much. We're going to go for this quick break. We are back shortly.
After say bibia kwa kwada no. Ana je say obi e betreche ni nsem kakra magana fo. Awu de si awu TV3 party. Now when Dr. Domfeh abetre say dear TV3 Ghana. I got home extremely exhausted last night and went straight to bed. I just got up to work. Only to realize that you have dropped the video of my encounter with Gyampo. Interestingly, the part where Gyampo got up from his seat and attempted to throw a punch at me is conspicuously missing from the footage. And I said the question one. Was it a trap? Obusa TV3 Ghana say, o ma cheda na omo pese ono MPP ni no. Na ngu ase, na Professor Gyampo na se we NDC ni no. Ono na nimbo nya meboa. 2. Did you sit with Gyampo to edit the video? Hey, Cassiel! What? Or say TV3 way. Money Professor Gyampo na what na say edit video na. Number 3, I don't mind you bringing it out, but you should have been bold enough to show the entire video. Or say the hand of a hand. Ngase mo dey bai. Nanka Gyampo dey nka oso be so na mene. Nanka ba ono de nko akobu Gyampo no. No go na ba na je dey bi. Asem no ase ye hu 6 ba ya hu 9 ba de na 9 is 6. Number 4, I say I am so disappointed in TV3. Number 5, this will never stop me from speaking my mind. And the papa no edebani say okoda ko sori ya okokoduru edimo say hey na nungwa say na drive on tia obi aka say hey Dr. Mua na adwuma fo obi ahwe nanim. Ana say na sento kwe na enipa mi na kwa na me kwa mi na show ye o si hwe da bi na Gyampo so be so bo me why TV3 for or let a lie ade asem why trap anase mo ni Gyampo na edit video no anase person guma ni mas aden na me ni nim you no tama ye na pese to yansan ni na ama na me de tama mpese me to me say ye pata me no eno kwa na ba ye ma anya fair to me na Professor Gyampo eso abekire ne de me say ya come and explain yourself no Also, we know their plan to send little minds to come attack us during such important discussions on TV, but we have the resilience to deal with them. We won't allow those who destroy the country to frustrate those resetting it. Never. And according to Professor Gyampo, that's what I say. Hey, you know, plans MP for your home that na say muni press conference ni workout. And to much that smart nyansa ketwa bi nipa ni nyansa swa ni nyansa wo form. Na adwe wo form rough. Ano maso so omra. Na o me distract nyansa sem na ye ka. Ama Ghana form say ampa 2026 budget na. Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson e de ba no. At the end juice won kama. O say o mo be say be kan ba buwa ye be kan ama Ghana fo ate. Na eno na Isaac Adongo oye NDC ni ese nanka obi benya vim scrutinize NDC for omo budget aka budget asema enka say MPP or say MPP hypocrisy ignorance on currency stability. You pumped 60 billion into the system, yet the city still crashed to 17 to $1. Why answer Odema Stephen Amos sticker any MPP for now must say government of Ghana of the day John Dramani Mama ne Cassiel Ato Forson Bank of Ghana governor Johnson asema omunye anything extraordinary nemo no omo a friend say sa sikana omode echiche yayim no eno na eboa amatese yesi di na bibi adina no eno kojo ponkroma wakanka sa asem na we a wo de onima no no uye ya na say sikana omo shemu na sikana omo shemu na ana Adongo honorable Adongo say na mo de 60 billion Ghana cedis anything still not see the no edge na 17 to $1 and the eba na mo de na nkofom say if pumping money alone enough justification to reduce or to make your currency stronger. MPP you did say and then a moment time and I say even some of you don't even understand the economic terms for the always here and when you are the can say proper education schooling power and they want to the boys here school or much or my say yes and cano and to move a car among two bossy namun can ye namun can ye and nefe and Jesus no obia can and want to say yet you papa my lessons on the the lessons number 1 monkai second year they shame by explaining wisely ye mubu shamba sabasa ye making sure say ye cut down cost system ministers DSTV na obia recharge and home portrait a president portrait picture ye say office obia nko fani sika nko print na de ye say and them ye na to make sure say ye save Ghana for the mess MPP and according to honorable Isaac Adongo or say hey MPP moda wona na the NDC ye no ye mamo 10 years kra ka won ka muntimi ye na no see ye no ana NDC communicate me do yame every day ko me kwa papa we onu na be favorite wa tu Solomon Wusu akwani mkasa ne kasa there's over series masimo kenda so no kre obuza Captain Smart say Captain Smart enti uda so kwa so ba for the say jai also adan also fama nyanka also nyanka de medima kaka nyankopon adawroma menya bi de man nyanka but message bi kwa sore also jai sore nko na nyame bi eni wa owuro be bia oba be buga na ni bi atan also adan also enti nyame we ata sore pa awe 8 years are otena na nadu amamoye mu asa be me another hell say osi debi David possible say na nadu hell ye itena mu nyame be say ye nim di na say judgment day yes am say na imagine no mu say question say be ko hell o say go anya fair o say Captain Smart won kwa che o say o say 30 na say mo na yakoma kura be che o say dan dem kura che o do say o say enyema basa economy ma say no tantan ye ka hwe ahuntie ana mo mo beti say de manya pampa o mamotu mu no ana say de mo bodondo no ye ka hwe mo fa boga nye soan ana ma say economy na wi o we na te say aboso kan for spare part dealers for so one say musumu so munye o say mo ba ye joma ama ba ye cd ene 10 11 12 o de yan fa ne say wa bon kra no de si 12 o de amam adenti na besi ne aboso kan for 17 ne maso meanwhile o say MPP by 2017 na MPP kran ready budget enye hwe ho na aboso kan for so 17 ne maso o mo go duru ho no mu wie ya say okay ya ba be duru aboso kan yan hwe say ye beto nyema bi na egobusa car tire na say dey bi tractor tire na wo say ubusa articulator ni inistia ye say dey bi ye wo freezer forklifter ni engine mo me ho na ye say ade na ya to so no unya bi nto da omahu o say mo ka ho na Ghana na say in the same way Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson ka che Ghana for say ye ka ho bi na man say na yenye citizens not spectators and the only way make citizens is say e ati nema so na affect wa also te so na affect unua to the same thing and NDC communicators so they are so they ma also kind this spare part lesson ni traders of Ghana say see a Ghana economy enhome from apano or sremo or pamacho mama na affect the ordinary Ghanaians na munya ni pa bone sem no na munya asoro kra de mbeja munya ko na nyankopon 8 years now we atwa no na Domfeh so de oni awie health dey no bi a too quick worry pie hey inti professor ne doctor mu a whole studio ana moto ana atoto amento bodi manu adi mu atema atoto amento aba ni ngwase time ferry MP for so amunya abotre kakra munya abotre ne de bia na ewe chanting be de bia mu de witam de bia obi tata de bia obi pram de bia obi pamabom de bia obi pamachem anten se munya boni ade na usuro I am on last and in this first game musu mbase and say musu me majority nti mu di puo mo sahare enya fine but the Prof Gyampo ne Dr. George mu ye time and ngwase nkwala kra ngwase mu yesa see ya na mu dey do parliament the same thing na musu mo ye ti mu mpenifo mu ye SS for be da esunya de papa SS for konta kwa nkututu a na our children are spoiling they are taking more drugs nti musu take drugs again Ghana for yesremo say economy na musu say ye dia montete nyama so why na ye duabu yetimi ya din too much yetirimu ya din too much yetimu ya din too much but I hope say by 2026 omanti so a military aben say the MPP NDC communicator kan no calories aben ke ya bo amanfo a ke ya amanfo to ma ka bebia ye din kama ka Ghana ye yi ka neman kan bete so but e din so am bete so MPP for say economy is still only hu so budget no really time because Ghana your budget no the economy na gina ni na no I can't get to see the MPP Cassiel Ato Forson the finance minister wadi banke wo boto go so munimi do mo kan mo nkoda no musika na omudi ye no ndisi ba he munye nibi and at the same time finance minister Ato Forson say they be Ghana for sremo pamacho o sremo a oman no ebeye ye a efriwa efrimia efiye ni nara enti moma oman ehia ye na obia enye na famu de enti betima ya famu de magana na ye a se yete niema so yete dollar so yete fuel so a na account niema oso te so se de yetum a ufa so tum no saa so na factor te so na me eye me da pa for comment no for comment section na say Professor Gyampo versus Dr. George Domfeh fight by heat our TV3 studio eye papa eye empenifo sa professor le doctor mu a o hwe nyanse wom kuri bi nkoso anase de omu ye se sa na Ghana na be anase na desire so omukon finance ni se kire se opaya chow ye sha sentity niam so ofo aso se Ghana fo nanga se tirimu ya den and still economy na perform on paper at the top but not underground not on the bottom not on friends in the market adentia what is the problem why adentia na ye sir adentia yangasa ye hosa MPP for say economy no NDC for nye hwe na emom no omo na ye adwuma ni na ade ato na NDC for edi ho de but Ato Forson say omo ni de omo kaka mo medi sika ba yen ye be kurakura sika ye be sie sika edi sika be ye adwuma enti sa and enti way for God and for country for comment no fatu comment section as we are subscribe like na share ma unwa so enya bi enwe edi no eba ko pe Maxi Billian our naked truth on Oldboga trends macro bye bye.